Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is D-Free. Here today we're going to be discussing the new transforming Vegito. We're going to be talking as well about the duo unit, our first ever 2 characters in 1 card unit that is upcoming. That's going to be Broly and Cheelai. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe, of course, if you are new for more content. And after we talk about them, read what they say about them, watch their videos, dissect their videos to maybe see if we can see their animations or like their green card or whatever, kind of just break that all down. So bear with me, but after we do that, we're going to talk about my preliminary thoughts about these characters, some teams that they will be impacting in terms of like pre-existing teams, for example, like Fusion Warrior in terms of the Vegito. We're also, after that, going to be discussing some things I think those teams could use, like designated colors for these types of units and things of that nature. So if you guys enjoy that information, if that sounds good, today's video like goal is going to be 2,000. If you guys wind up enjoying the video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up. It does help out the channel greatly. More than you know. So, starting out, we're going to start out with the duo unit. I am really excited about this, even if I'm not. I am a fan of Broly and Cheelai for the record, but even if I wasn't, right, I'm excited about the idea, the prospects. This has limitless potential in my mind. Obviously, there's actually a cap to it, but so much potential in the duo unit mechanic. So, I did a whole separate video about that. Check it out. Link is down below just to plug. But Broly, Cheelai, and then also they say assist in parentheses. So, that looks like that's the way they're going with this. It looks like, and you could see it in the preliminary video that they put out anyway, that the characters kind of just popped in for an assist type of deal, right? Get ready for Legends' first ever duo unit. Their special skill, Tag Team Steel, has a random effect on hit, like -1 to the enemy's Dragon Balls, or cancel attribute upgrades. Check out their Rising Rush and Victory animations here. So we're going to start out with Broly and Cheelai and see what they do. Again. How about Broly starts with a kick? Who starts with a kick? Oh, Cheelai's voice. Oh, that blast armor. What is this, a green card? Yoink! That's clearly a blue. Yeah, that was a green card. So Cheelai pops in for the green card, and the green card has blast armors. That's pretty cool. Because that's a strike, and then obviously another strike. Here's the green. Yoink! I love that. That's so corny. I love it. And obviously, again, the blue card right there, and the windscreen is epic. I love that. I love the duo unit windscreen. Like, can you imagine? This is why I say, can you imagine, like, we get 17 and 18 or, like, various? There's so many of them, right? Like, Goten and Trunks, just for the example in this video. Again, check out my other video. Do it. Check it out. We talk about so many possibilities. Like, Goku and Frieza from the Tournament of Power. So much stuff. But can you imagine, for example, Goten and Trunks and their windscreen and, like, the way that they play? That'd be so cool. This is why this is such a cool concept to me. I think this is huge for the game. I think this is so much more important than getting another transforming unit. Now, that being said, I'm actually more hyped for Vegito because he's freaking Vegito. Vegito, excuse me. Like, all you guys are, I'm sure most of you guys, majority of you guys, like 80 to 20% are more hyped for Vegito. Again, I understand that. But there's just a duo unit. And that can apply to Vegito, too. Like, we could get, like, Goku and Vegeta as a card, and they turn into Vegito. Right? That could be epic. Who knows? So, anyways, here we go. Go Super Saiyan, new Vegito incoming. Use his main ability to transform into Super Vegito. Destroy his hand and draw 4 new cards. Oh, that's nasty. A whole hand reload? Oh my god. Once transformed, he gains an uncancelable damage buff, and his powerful special move, Spirit Sword Rush, deals massive damage. So again, we're going to do the same thing for this guy. Then we're going to go back and kind of dissect some of my thoughts about this, like their ability right here that they mentioned. But this guy is going to be a monster. If he's a melee unit, and if he has like card draw speed or key recovery, any of that stuff, he's going to be nasty. All right, here we go. Ooh, the neck crack. Ugh. Wow. I love the combo. This guy is clean, man. The split finger shot or whatever that was called. I think that was it, right? I'll go back and review it. Did his combos change after transforming? Ooh. If that's a thing, I never noticed it. I don't think that's a thing, man. I love that. Normally that stance is for base Vegito, though, right? I don't know if he did that stance as Super Saiyan. I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me know. But I love it regardless. This is actually the art for the red Vegito anyway, huh? Anyways, that being said, let's see if we can dissect this. There's kind of a lot here. For one, I want to see the stupid combos, man. I don't recall many units, and I've been playing this game since before it technically came out in a lot of places. And maybe I'm just slow. Or maybe it didn't change, and I'm just being stupid. Hold on, let me see that combo first. Am I just being stupid? I'm probably being stupid. Don't mind me if I'm being stupid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just being stupid. Unless he does a little backflip. No, it does change. He doesn't do a little backflip. That's pretty tight. All right, cool. Sorry, I wasted like a minute of your time looking at the stupid combo. Yeah, I like the little backflip he does. That's pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways, so this is what we're working with. Vegito right here. So transformation, we saw that. And then right here, is this has got to be it. It looks like it's the split. And he just was super close. Unless that was a sword. I'm pretty sure it's the split, though. Anyways, regardless, there's that. And that looked like the green card, by the way. I think that attack he used at close range was a green card. And this is a special move. This is not an ultimate. There was no ultimate activation sound, so that's not an ultimate. Oh no, there might have been. This is all super loud. Like all the dialogue is super loud. I can't really hear it. But yeah, they say special move. Okay. Yeah, I'm wasting time with the Vegito video. I'm just like super enamored by him because obviously there's two phases to him. Okay, so yeah, they say special move, so it should be a blue card, regular blue card. So let's start out with Vegito because we're already here. Like I mentioned earlier, main ability doing this is pretty nuts. The 4 cards thing, okay, let me show you an example of some characters that do something similar. So Trunks, post-transformation, his main ability does the same thing. Destroy all of your own cards and randomly draw 4 new ones. And also, like, he has key restoration on this. 40 key is actually a lot to gain just in the middle of, a combo, right? Also heals and stuff like that. And also gets a damage bonus. Like, this is a nasty, disgusting, melee-based main ability. It's gross. And there's numerous other characters that do something similar. So that's going to be incredible. And the way that works, it sounds like it's bad. Like it would be a bad thing that they destroy your hand. But no, you just use your whole freaking hand, then use the main ability, and then just keep going. But you know what's crazy is he actually does this on transformation. On transformation, he can actually extend the combo. So that's pretty cool too because he picks up buffs and stuff like that. So it'll obviously be better post-transformation. So that being said, that's kind of interesting how they built him in terms of not needing to use his second main ability to do that. So once he's transformed again, he gains an uncancelable damage buff, which is huge. Since the original Super Vegito came out, and there was a couple of years that were before him, but since him, canceling buffs became super common, I'd say. Not incredibly common, but like it got really common to a point where more and more units started coming out with non-cancelable buffs, right? So that's big. Speaking of cancelable buffs, like the other unit cancels buffs too. Like there's a lot of units that do that now. So that's awesome. That's awesome. He looks really good. And if he's melee based and he has card draw speed or key recovery built into his kit, he is going to be disgusting. If he does anything like buffing his allies at all, things of that nature, like if he's even remotely similar to, like, for example, LF Vegeta, where he can just reduce the card cost, like there's so many ways this Vegito could be disgusting. And we already can tell he's got it going based on what he's got here. His blue has freaking blast armor on it too. It's dash forward melee base. Like he is going to be a monster, man. You can already see it. Now, this unit's more polarizing because what they're good at is a little bit different. So what they say here is Tag Team Steel has a random effect on hit. So when it lands, one of several effects can happen. They're only listing 2, but the main thing with this is going to be how many times does it work, right? Does it say, oh, -1 to enemies Dragon Balls like activates twice? Because that's a really big deal, right? These are powerful effects. Minus the enemy's Dragon Balls is awesome. Canceling their attribute upgrades is incredible. There are things like that that are really powerful. These are very powerful effects. The real question is, again, how many times can these characters do it? That's going to be the determining factor for them. And also their typing. Like, if they wind up being a support type unit, where if they switch out, they're giving an insane amount of buffs or whatever the case is, that also will prolong their viability in the game as a unit that you would run on teams. Now, It is primarily a Broly unit. That's the most important thing to mention. Broly is the primary fighter. It makes sense, obviously, because Cheelai, she doesn't really do much in the movie in terms of fighting. But regardless, though, that means that this guy should have all of Broly's regular tags. Like, it's not going to have, like, female warrior, stuff like that. It should just have Broly's regular tags and be applicable to the same teams as, like, any other Dragon Ball Super Broly. So keep that in mind. But I am excited. I want to see more about them. But it's kind of hard to tell on the surface. Like, again, on the surface for Vegito, you can see he's already going to be a monster. Like, because this main ability, it's not much, but it's enough to know that if they give him very minimal things, he's going to be disgusting, right? He's going to have the exact same tags as this guy. Oh, my God. Fusion Warrior. Okay, so let me say this. I expect the new Vegito to have anti-regen, right? I also hope that he is a yellow fighter, primarily, right? Yellow is the color most in need. Second, I'd say it's a toss-up between green and blue. Probably green, in my opinion. That's what I'm going to say. Fusion Warrior needs a buff at this point. Their existing fighters are all really old. If you look at their main core, all these units are really old units at this point. I mean, Vegito came out in, like, what, June of last year? He's old now. That doesn't mean he's bad. He's just old, right? Their entire core is old. So they're the biggest benefactor of this upgrade. Now, the next obvious choice to get buffed here is movies. Like I said, he should have all the should have these same tags, which is actually not very many. Saiyan, Frieza Force, and Sagas. I'm actually gonna go out on a limb and assume that they're gonna buff Frieza Force. Cause why not, right? Frieza Force, I bet they buff Frieza Force because it's Cheelai too. They're probably gonna double buff like Frieza Force in movies, something like that. Okay. In terms of Vegito, I don't know. I think he's just going to be Fusion Warrior. But he could be Fusion Warrior and Saiyan. If he's hold on. If Vegito winds up having a Z ability for a Fusion Warrior and Saiyan, that is going to be insane. Because so, like, the problem with, like, running Saiyans is because they keep branching out these units to where it's like, oh, Sun Family Z ability. Oh, Vegeta Family Z ability. Oh, like Fusion Warrior, for example, Z ability. To where at a certain point, you're just not getting enough Z abilities if you try to run all these mismatched units on a team. But if they start putting out more units like that, like, for example, Blue Kaioken is God Ki and Saiyan, right? If they do more of that, then hey, what can I say, man? Shaolin is a monster, so getting another viable unit on his team with Bardock too, oh my God. So that's another thing I'm looking forward to. But yeah, I think this guy's going to buff Frieza Force. Frieza Force is, I think, probably the most underrated team in the game. Frieza Force, Ginyu Force, like, they're insanely good. If you run into Ginyu Force as a team, you know how powerful they can be, especially at a high star level. They're nuts. So there's that. But obviously Sagas from the movies too. Now the thing about Sagas, and let me just kind of say this, I don't really think Frieza Force really needs many colors. The reason why is because all these Friezas can hold it down if you really need them to. And again, all the Ginyu Force characters pretty much can hold it down as well. But if I had to literally choose a color, I'd say I think a good color would be yellow. I think that's probably the best color otherwise. Because look, maybe blue? Blue. Yeah, I guess blue because he's the oldest one. That's pretty much what it is. It's the oldest one. He's not bad, though. They're all good Friezas. Like, Frieza Force doesn't need anything, right? But more or less, it just depends on the playstyle that they want to introduce with that character, so I don't really have an actual color for them. And the funny thing is, same goes for movies. Like, movies doesn't need another unit either. What is the option for movies? Green? Red? One of those two. Movies doesn't need anything. Movies is freaking stacked, right? Look at all these characters. They're stacked. They do not need another Broly character. Hey, what are the odds Purple Broly Zenkai's? Yo, if he's Zenkai's, oh my God. Oh my God. Movies is gonna, oh my God. I'm gonna have to wrap from here. That's a scary thought. That's a scary thought. But yeah, I think these characters are going to most impact this. But again, movies, if they wind up getting another character that can buff their team, one thing I started doing recently was doing passive buffs more. So they had passive buffs, and what I mean by that is like characters like Sparking Hercule, Bunny Bulma, and now most recently the two new LFs, where they don't need to enter the battlefield and switch in and out, things like that to give buffs to allies. Just until they're defeated, they're giving these buffs to characters, right? If they give movies a character like that, that's going to be insane. But I think whatever character they drop on movies is going to have a tough time beating out movies' main core as a mainstay on that team. Gohan, Vegeta, and Bojack is just too perfect of a synergy. So it's just going to be really interesting to see how that breaks down. So let me know what you guys think. I'm excited, though. Hope you guys are as well. Hit that subscribe, of course, if you are new. And again, tune in tomorrow for more information. When we get the actual details and our summons and all that stuff, will be up tomorrow. So have an awesome day, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one.